Well, what I have here today is a new acquisition. This one is a Remington model 1889 side-by-side 12-gauge shotgun. Remington called this the Grade 1. The only difference between the 7 or 8 grades that Remington had for these shotguns, which were manufactured, I believe, 1889 to 1908, was the material used to make the barrel and the amount of engraving that you would find on the receivers. Now, Grade 1 means that this has a fluid steel barrel. Fluid steel, to you and me, is the same steel nowadays used for things like your Mossbergs and Remington 870s and all the modern shotguns. It's regular steel. The other options in the model 1889 were Damascus and twist barrels, which today would pretty much be regulated to wall hanger status by most shooters, while fluid steel, even though it has a 2 5/8 inch chamber, is still a fireable gun like it would be for any other shotgun. Now, this one is an early gun. The serial number is low 5 numbers, putting it, I believe, around 1894, somewhere around there. Not entirely sure of that yet, but it seems to be the trend I'm seeing online with these. Now, this has an absolutely amazing lack of wiggle in the action. I mean, there is no play in that at all. None. Which I'm not used to seeing on older shotguns. Double barrels in particular. Usually they loosen up a little bit and there's a little bit of wobble in there. This one has none at all. Locks function perfectly. You know, it's got some minor pitting in the bore, but nothing to be concerned about. Let's see if we can focus in. And that's upside down, isn't it? It is. There are no cracks in the stock. Not that many even dings, even considering the age of this gun. You can still see the checkering. It hasn't been worn smooth. The finish is a nice, even silver. See if I can close up on the markings there a little bit better. Okay. It's a very, very solid gun. Exceptionally nice. Remington Arms. It's right here in New York, actually. Well, they were. And you'll find Remington Arms mark also on both locks. Can you see that? Probably not. Yeah. Some of the case hardening remains on the lock too. Looks like this was handled a bit, but it wasn't really used all that much. It's a 30-inch barrel on it, which was pretty much the standard for these. There we go. Really nice stock. I'm used to seeing all kinds of repairs in the stocks of these guns of this era, 1890s, 1900s. They always crack in here. Not here though. There are no cracks in that at all. It's in just amazingly nice condition. I'm not going to tell you what it cost because it was a lot less than you'd expect. The fore end is in good shape. If you look under there, if I can get this off one-handed, let's see if I can do that. I'll have to put you down for a second. Pop that off of there so that you can see right on it. There is a number 1. That 1 indicates this is a Grade 1 gun. Grade 2 would have had a twist barrel on there. Grade 3 Damascus. 4, 5, 6, and so on. It would just be the amounts of engraving that were put on it, fancying it up. There was no difference in the actual design between the grades. They were all basically started off life as a Grade 1, or all the same design, and they just put the barrels on there, varying lengths, chambers, and all of that. Exceptionally nice gun. With a distinctive looking hammer on there. The old C hammer. And as you can see, it still has the original butt plate. I don't know if that's coming out real good, but yeah, Remington Arms, the shield. And look at that butt plate. It really doesn't have the wear I would expect to see on a gun this old. So I suspect this spent most of its time hanging on a wall someplace, or in a cabinet, just not being used. Which is fine with me. Remington model 1889. After the reorganization of the Remington Company, which I believe took place in 1888 or 87, the original Remington Company went bankrupt. They reorganized, and this was the first double gun they made after that, and the only hammer gun, exposed hammer double shotgun, to have that logo on it of the Remington Arms Company. Post-reorganization. Okay. Remington model 1889, 12 gauge, double barrel exposed hammer shotgun with a 30-inch bore, 2 5/8 inch chamber, in very good condition.